I'm Bottles.
I'm Mori.
And welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, who do you want to show next?
I kind of want to get Yuri in.
Okay. We haven't heard her voice in a while. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. He's fine. Oh,
It's
sorry.
fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Oh, hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through it.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people.
It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers.
And yours are shit.
And having been through that myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make it their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is fucking shit. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Alright, we got fucking poem critic Schwarzenegger over here. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though.
Biased? How?
Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Yes.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
She is a light bulb!
That's what it means. She's a light bulb.
Because light bulbs flicker is the only way. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty.
Not a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in?
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, Byski.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. That's not me.
I hadn't. That's a lot more solemn when I think of it that way. Thanks for putting words in my mouth. I hadn't even thought of that.
Weak lick.
That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
But that's about it.
I got that from the other bitch's call. You know, the biased one.
It's totally sell her out.
She goes to read like her poem, and she's just like, "Oh my god, you're poisoning him. You need to get out of this club.
You need to get out of here now!
Put the cookie down.
Put the cookie down! I'm counting on you.
Who should I show my poem to next?
Alright, you've been reading a lot, so I'll go to Sayori.
Sayori.
That's a lot of damage.
This is a good poem, Byski. Are you sure it's your first time?
Wait, never mind.
Of course.
I like already forgot that we read her poem. I'm talking about Yuri's.
Yeah.
It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really into a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? Like I said before, Byski. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this is for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here too, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry. Sorry,
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
so am I. We'll see about that.
Alright.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking to come out and play? Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not bad. I want breakfast.
I like it.
Alright.
Dear sunshine.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
I have to say, I think this is my favorite pose in the game right now.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about blah blah.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
So did I with that sentence. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
Same goes for my daily smokes in the morning. This was so much fun. Monika's the best.
Yeah. But next time...
But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Next up,
Monika!
let's just leave.
And there's nothing else to do.
Hi, Byski. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Rule number 1. All women members must come in naked. Step number 2. Or rule number 2. See rule number 1. Rule number 3. Refer to rule number 2.
It just keeps going.
Rule number 100. Refer to rule 99.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm
Why are
much
you
better
touching
off...
your nipple?
No, they can't see that because the mouse. To them, the mouse is not there. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Byski. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of burial that we'll all learn to get past soon. Just like I'll get past the fourth wall.
Yeah, that's true.
I hand Monika my poem. I like it, Byski.
Really? I didn't make it for you. In fact, you weren't even an option.
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yup. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. Oh, I know that author. I'm familiar. I like it, the covers of his books. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning, though. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Stare.
Gee.
Is that what it is?
Something
I always
like that.
forget what it is.
Gee.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Beautifully done.
Hobble, 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 hobble.
Had it perfect.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was
the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Is that foreshadowing? It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Why are you what?
What?
You're like smiling. Like, is that
Oh
supposed to
no,
mean
I'm just
something?
enjoying. I'm just enjoying myself.
Okay.
Phew. I guess
that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki.
Oh.
What?
What's this? No, I'm thinking of another time.
They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Byski did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
That's
First
being
of
kind
all-
a jerk.
Huh?
Excuse me. No, I'm just putting my own. I'm thinking out loud. I don't know why. Excuse me.
That's okay. That's how you make commentary.
I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Byski liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
There's that goofy anime music.
Oh yeah. That's not what I. You're just.
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just judged that Byski appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Byski Natsuki started showing up.
What?
Oh, damn! Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
That was you too.
Oh, fuck. That doesn't involve you. I don't like the fighting guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was just standing there.
Byski. She was just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Byski.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only not necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Byski? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
I'll let you choose.
I don't want to be mean, though.
It's whatever you want to do, man. Sometimes you gotta take the leap. Personally, for me, they're both being unreasonable.
Yes.
But you also won't get anywhere if you just,
Ask Sayori for help.
ask Solid Snake for help.
You know, I've always been one for simple writing. Then I'm a fucking bitch.
Yuri, you're really talented,
Well,
but Natsuki has a point. I think that
I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up.
conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know.
That's not...
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki voice whines.
Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated.
I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously.
Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki.
Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that, barely audible.
Yuri.
Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well.
I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
I was about to go with Snake there. Well, if you say so.
Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Byski. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with this than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori!
I'll go make some tea. And peace in your cup.
Peace and cup gives it to Natsuki. And half of it goes to Byski.
I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori.
I put Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Byski. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So by joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all.
Like usual.
Like usual.
There's still time before we go home, so we'll relax for a little bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monika.
Eh? About what?
That's not the most important thing about Literature Club. The most important thing is having fun.
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the Literature Club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Byski, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
This is bullshit.
My poem is already the best. I learned nothing. Because I don't need to.
I don't need any more homework. Finals are coming up. I can't be doing this shit. I got a speech tomorrow. I got a meeting to go to. I can't be bullshitting around with this. Monika, you're killing me.
Enough with the fucking poems.
I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Byski, I'm ready to walk home.
Sure, let's go.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yeah, fuck her.
Sayori. About what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. Her CQC could use some work, and the engravings in her books don't provide any tactical advantage whatsoever. I promise, they're both wonderful people, though. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. Just Yuri. I just wanted your opinion. That's all.
No, I don't hate Natsuki.
But what about Yuri? I don't hate Natsuki. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
You know, Byski, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you at the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
That gave me
and
a
tasty.
bone. Sigh.
You look like
Yuri.
Sayori still hasn't caught on.
I fucking hate Yuri.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? You're a fucking scumbag.
Oh my god.
Well, just...
Here's my 10-point plan.
Here's my 10-point plan of how to get Natsuki.
You like her poem, you defend her, and that's about it.
Step 1, like her poem. Step 2, make a cute poem. Step 3, defend her poem. Step 4, fuck Yuri. Not that way though. Step 5, fuck Natsuki. That way though. I don't know why I'm fucking her before I'm with her, but you know, that's how dating sims work. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Alright, let's write our shit. But first we're going to save our progress. Actually, no, that's not smart.
Yeah, that's smarter.
Okay. Fuck Yuri.
Fuck Yuri.
Okay. We're gonna go with
Rebu
what?
ribbon.
Nah, that would be Sayori because she wears one.
Oh yeah. I mean, she also wears one too, kind of. But
Fuck.
ha!
Bunnies. Fireflies are nice, but that's probably more of a Yuri
So
thing.
is
Fuck
hopping.
Yuri. Sparkle. Fuck.
I'd go with pout.
Yeah, she does pout a lot. Yes. Bubbles.
Socks
Strawberry.
or strawberry. Yeah.
Parfait.
Parfait.
I'm gonna parfait.
Oh, milk.
I'm gonna milk me.
Milk me, homie. Milk me, homie.
Milk. Yes. Oh, is she a gamer?
She might be actually.
Let's see who's the gamer.
Yep.
Now she's even more of a waifu to me.
Oh yeah.
Nightgown.
Still,
That's probably yours.
still not quite Megumin for me though.
I still have to watch Konosuba.
What?
I haven't watched Konosuba.
Oh my god.
Poof. I like how you're like, the fuck? And I'm just like, poof. Flower.
Poof.
Fuck.
Don't worry, you still got.
Boop. Lollipop. Candy.
Party, probably.
No, that's Sayori. Papa. Marshmallow. Kitty.
Shiny.
Playground. She's a child. And I like to fuck children. Sugar. Yes, please.
That be stricken from the record.
Fluffy. What?
Could that be stricken from the record? I do not fuck children.
And
I
we're
meant fuck children, they suck.
Not fuck children, they're hot.
anyway, we're gonna see you guys next time on Bottles.
I'm Mori.
Later.